Good morning, everybody. Today is March 19th. It is 2:30 a.m. in the morning, Eastern Time. Welcome to Phoenix Trading Strategies. Before we continue, let's go to the disclaimer. Disclaimer. Future stocks and spot currency trading have large potential rewards but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risk and be willing to accept them in order to invest in future stocks and Forex markets. Don't trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy, sell future stocks or Forex, nor representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on this website. Past performance of indicators or methodology are not necessarily indicative of future results. Being that said and done, let us continue. Let's look at the calendar before we proceed. Calendar today, we have quite a bit of news actually. We've got economic forecasts for the Swiss National Bank, trade balance. We have LIBOR rate by them, which should take place within, I'd like to say 2 hours from now. Yeah, about 2 hours from now. 2 hours from now. And that will be the driver for what we're looking for. I'm curious to see how the Swiss National Bank will react according to what Ms. Janet Yellen did today for the Fed. It's always interesting to see what news may come. We have unemployment claims coming up, current account, Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index for the U.S., natural gas storage. So quite a bit of news today. It'll be very interesting. Everyone was counting on the Fed today to do something or say something regarding their stance on whether they're going to raise interest rates. Opinions of analysts across the board were coming in that they were more likely going to do so approximately between June and September. So we can anticipate that if they raise interest rates and you have credit cards, I would recommend you pay the credit cards off very quickly. Otherwise it's going to get pretty expensive here in the U.S. So let's go to the charts. Today, as you all know, we basically do what we call is trade forecasting, where we actually go directly to the charts. We take a look at what the markets are doing, see if we find any opportunities that normally we would not catch, and try and find some live trades. So let's do that. Let's go to the charts and see what we have. Right now, between you and I like the Euro Aussie. It is a continuation move of this magnitude, which was affected by the U.S. session today. So this is going to be very interesting to see how it plays out. Even though it already started, they haven't really finished the move to the upside. And normally I don't like to chase trades, as you well know, but I anticipate that this one is probably going to go from here to here, which is about 77 pips. But they have already initiated the move, so if they do what I think they're going to do, it's worth another 40 pips to the upside. I would say normally I jump into this trade and be all over it, but in this case, interesting. Give me 1 second. Let me take care of this gentleman real quickly. So hold on. No. One second. to this. So basically where we're at with this is that could anticipate, because they broke right now through the trend stop, it's out of congestion. This trade was worth from the get-go approximately 35 pips, but now could be worth twice as much. The only problem is that I don't like to follow trades, and at this point I would be following trades, and I don't think so. It's one of those where basically I would stay away from it for now, because if they did pull back, this would be the moment for them to pull back and come back down. And just very strange the way a lot of these trades have played out. Even though I see here that the euro is getting stronger and the Aussie is getting weaker, I would feel more comfortable if it pulled back. And since we're just about to head into the London Open, I'd rather wait on this one and just wait to see what else they have. Another major contender looks to be the euro yen, and we'll take a look at that one. So the euro yen should play out. Let's see how it looks. Give it a minute. Okay. This one, as you can see, we're seeing the euro. This one I like more. You have a pivot right below, right there. Let me get the pointer. You see it right there. There's your pivot. Now, normally, in a trade like this, we normally like to confirm on the higher time frames, and in this case, I'll remove the volume really quickly so that we can move more aggressively in these pairs. It's in congestion, but it looks like it's going to break. Now, if it doesn't break, then guess what? It comes right back down. That's why I'm a little concerned about this trade, but we're going to get into it in a second. So let's go to the higher time frame and see real quickly how this moves. Nothing here. 480. Nothing there. And let us continue to go down. Interesting right here. We'll mark this level. So this was a resistance level. They broke right through it. And now it becomes a little unique. Okay. Let's go to the 180. You know, the 180 has been a real key component right now, since when there is news, for some reason, they use it very aggressively. It's down here, so we can't really use that. It's already in play. Nothing here. Let's see if we have anything. If it moves, it'll move to this level, of course. Actually, this will be. This is the new range right now where they're playing. Let's see if they play that range. 90-minute nothing. 60-minute. Here was your entry today before the news announcement. They all came in on the 60-minute. Could not miss. If you weren't looking at the 60-minute, you missed the trade. Let's take a look at the 45. Oof, there it is, right there. Reconfirmation of the move, which is what we were looking for. Let's draw a line on this. And let us move on to the 30. There it is, the 30. So you have multi-time frame confirmation of direction here, which is very, very nice at this point. And let's go to the 20. 20 does the same thing. My only concern right now with this trade is the following. And there's a pivot right there on the 20-minute, as you can see. Right after that pivot with your entry to the upside. However, right now, because of the way that it's trading, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for to see why they held on so tightly. And we'll take a look at this real quickly and see the volume. Okay. Now let's bring back the volume into this. Bear with. Good morning, my friend Adisak. Okay. Let's bring this down. Let's pull this out. Normally I would tell you that this would be a resistance level, but it's not. We have 3 multi-time frames telling us to go long on this. Pivot was here. As you can see, they bounced right off the 20-minute. You had the 30, had the 45, and of course you had this one, which was on the 180 or 240. So you have pretty much confirmation of this going long. I'm just a little bit concerned about taking this trade right now because I'm afraid that it will retrace a little further to this level one more time before going long. So I would actually wait at this point, let them come down and give you the entry at around 129.70. Getting in right now would be a little premature, even though the radar is telling us that the euro is definitely going to make a move and going to get stronger against the yen, which it has been doing. What I like about this trade, if you really think about it, is they did the transition. Of course, during the Fed announcement, they came all the way up here, came down, retested this level, never came down here, and the candles have transitioned to the upside. The candles are trading above the trend dots. When they transitioned to a much stronger bullish stance, the candles are starting to trade above the trend dots. The trend stop is starting to turn. We're starting to see a trend stop here. Now maximize a little bit further. And you have a pivot right there. So at this point, if we look at the volume, it's got to tell us a story that we're looking for. And without it, we don't have much to go on. So let's see. Pound CAD, we'll take a look at that one real soon. So the volume here, the one right before, 154 on the buy, 116 on the sell. Now, I know a lot of you have had trouble understanding the volume, and it's probably the hardest component to understand. This is a zero-sum game, so it either balances out or it doesn't. What this means in this case, the buyers are trying to drive price action higher to break this level. The sellers are trying to hold back by not filling the rest of the orders. So the buyers put out 154 million in orders, but the sellers only filled 116, thus leaving a surplus or a net of 38 million. That doesn't necessarily mean that it is bullish. It just means that they are not willing to fill those orders. Now this next one, which is where the first pivot comes in on the 15-minute, you have 82 million on the buy, 118 million on the sell. What does that mean? And this is where it becomes a little tricky, and this is what we call volume divergence. So consider this, putting a line from here to here. Let's give that a different color so that it stands out in a way that we can appreciate it. So basically, if the volume starts to decline from this level, that means they're going to pull back. So in this case, they did. You had less buying volume, more selling volume. The buyers didn't fill those orders, and that's why you have a negative 35 million. Here, for instance, they came in pretty aggressively, but still held. It's a bullish candle with negative volume, and that tells us hands off, not bullish yet. You have 126 million on the buy, 131 million on the sell. A difference of practically 4 million, but it's a bullish candle with bearish volume. Normally when that happens, you're going to have the next candle actually go short, which is the case here. Now this one hasn't finished yet. It's still, it's still in play, but because of that, I'm anticipating that it'll come back down one more time. So we'll come back to this one because I'm not that keen on taking that bullish shit. But let's take a look at the pound cat. Don't expect any of the majors to move tonight because the moves were too drastic today. Yeah, see, this one's already in play, but the retracement here. So let's look at this one and go. Let's remove the volume. And let's go to the higher time frames and work our way back. Let's see what we have. Nothing there. Whoa, what happened here? Okay, definitely nothing here. 480. But we do have something on the 480. No, we don't. It's too far. However, no, wouldn't that be an aggressive move on their part? Let's look at the 240. Is that what it is? Do you think I don't have enough data? Let's see. Well, how many days did you go back, my good man? Let me go back 45. Right there. There's one. Okay. So if they do, they'll hit this level. Let's work our way down. February 4th. Let's go back February 4th. I still need more data. What are you using? 60 minutes? 60 on this? 60 days? Right there. And there. 200 days? Wow. But this is February 4th. What are you talking about? $480. Ah, okay. Let's go to the 480. Oh yes, right there. There it is. I will never doubt you again. All right, now let's work our way down. Okay, so let's go to the 180. Yep, here we go. This will do. Let's go to the 120, to the 90, and 60. See if we have anything. Ooh, I don't like that. Well, actually, the move out the gate was to the short, and it did come down. But it held the level. So from here to here, it was 82 pips. That's not bad for an Asian session trade. Excuse me. So we'll draw a line right there, because that will be the resistance level, will be right there. If they come back to it, they're going to hit that thing hard and heavy and then bounce from it. Okay, let's work our way into the 45 to see. Ooh, yeah, see, perfect justification. Trend stop is here, though. You have a pivot here. They bounced right off of it. I'm looking for more info. Am I seeing it? Let's see. Won't go any further. That'll be it. There's a level there. I didn't hit that. Pivots are right there, though. Okay, the fact that there are pivots here is a good thing. Okay, good. So that means that that level is going to hold right there. They won't go below this level. This is the major point right here, but we're not going to mark it. But we will remember it. Let's go down further. And there it is. Now, you see how the power dots are starting to turn? This one's starting to go into an angle. Remember that, because that is usually a sign that they're going to move up. Let's go to the 20. Again, perfect confirmation, multi-time frame confirmation on this. And another thing that you're going to notice here is the distance. The distance between the power dots and the candles, 26 pips. On the pound CAD, pound Aussie, pound New Zealand Euro, CAD, Euro, Aussie, that's usually normal. It's still within a good range. Let's see if we have more confirmation on the 15. Ouch. There it is. So you have way too many levels confirming that they're not going to break this level, but we want it to come down. We don't take that trade up until it comes down. So at this point, we need to wait. See, they broke right below this level and hit this level aggressively, and that's why it came back. So we'll mark a line here. It won't be a big one, but it'll be one that will one that will mark the future for us. And we'll remember that. So from here to here, 40 pips. I'm not, if it bounces off of the trend stop right here at 187.75, then okay, I'm solid. and I say, okay, let's go along. But right now, it's not doing that. Now, on the 15 minute, it's telling us, yeah, see, that's what I was looking for, the bounce right there. It didn't come all the way down, but it did bounce off of the pivot right there. And it's midnight. It's the London Open. I like this trade, actually. I'll take a position, not yet. I'll wait on this one. I still think that it has a little room to come down, just a tad more. On the 120, huh? I was looking at that one, actually, earlier. Yeah, the Swiss yen. It's like the Euro yen. It's the same trade, pretty much. This one does have room to move to the upside, the fact that they're holding. My only concern is that your stop loss would be 87.76 from where it's currently trading. That's 20 pips, and if it comes down further, it's too much. I'd rather wait for it to come down. I still think they'll come down to 87.66 or come closer to it. So I'd rather hold. But let's take a look at the volume real quickly on this, because I think it's important to understand what they're doing. Let's add the volume here and see where that goes. Bear with. I don't think the Swiss is going to move quite yet. I'm actually afraid of the Swiss right now, since they're going to be releasing trade balance and other numbers. I would trade that one with caution right now. All right, let's take a look at this and see what web we have here. All right, so this one, they have 110 million on the buy, 108 million on the sell. The buyers are in control, but then the sellers come in and say nope. And with less volume, they pull back, and the buyers accept. 45 million on the buy, 67 on the sell. The buyers won't fill the orders because they're pulling away from that price level. Here, they're evenly matched, 64 million on the buy, 67 on the sell. Because it has negative volume, this one turned. 79 on the buy, 90 million on the sell. Further away they get from that price level, the sellers sell more, buyers buy less. Here, again, same thing. You have a bullish bar with a bearish volume, and then suddenly everyone decides to go bearish from this point. And see, that's why I'm thinking it's got to come down. And that's why I'm not touching it yet. Here it's evenly balanced, 100 mil on the buy, 101 on the sell, but the buyers are settling further away from this price level. See, that's where it is. Now, because they're doing this right now, pulling away from this one, quite honestly, I feel a little comfortable taking this short more than long, because if I'm right with all these levels that they've confirmed, for all we know, they could come down and hit every single one of them and drop pretty drastically. That would be the one concern. Also, because I'm seeing the CAD get stronger on the 15 minute and the British pound get weaker. So I actually no buy, hold, sell trade recommendations, but Jesus, really? Oh my God. Close. Let me move this over. I'll take a short trade on this one right here. Because it'll come down, and if I'm right, they'll really come down, and they'll come down to this level the way they did previously. If I'm wrong, then my stop loss isn't too bad. It would be only 20 pips. Again, 187.97 would be your stop loss right here. Let's let this one play out. Now, because they did that, that tells me anything playing against the British pound right now is going to play, and that means that the euro pound is also in play. So we'll come back to this one. GBP. What? Oh, great. Euro, GBP. Okay. Give it a minute. It's a very long minute. Okay. Ooh, they bounced right off of this level. Look at that conniving little... Yeah, the pound's losing value, and this one's starting to move. And they broke through the trend stop. And this would be the next one to settle in the next 10 minutes. If it settles above, explosive move to the upside. I like that. Let's take a look at this one real quickly. Let's eliminate the volume. All right, now we're in play. Let's take a look at this one, 1440. Nope. Well, actually, yes. It could go to this level. This would be our level. So this would be resistance, and they're going to use it as a resistance level. 720. Nothing. 480. No, they broke through it. Can't use it. Let's see if we have anything else here. No. Okay, let's go to the 240. Right there. Repeats itself again. Excuse me. Let's go to the 180 quickly. You really gotta hate it when they form in the higher time frames, because boy do they move. What was this move? Because it was explosive. And it took days. 250 pips. Wow. And it went right back up. That means it's going right back up again. Okay, 120. A dot right there. Interesting. And it lines up here. So this was a resistance level. Go figure. Whenever you see these dots form at a far from the candles, for some reason the algorithm is doing that. I still haven't figured out why. But don't discard it, because what you'll discover is that if they do come back, they usually hit those levels. Your 15 pip move on pound count. Shush, really. Up or down? No move on the pound count. What are you talking about? It's still going down. So it's going my direction. Up and down in seconds. Huh. Well, it came down in my direction, so it's all good. Let's go back to the euro pound. Let's see. Excuse me. Told you about that. I didn't like that trade that much. So again, if they do, they'll hit this level. If they break this level, they're going to come way up here, which will be a very nice trade. But right now, it's still speculative. Look again, we're at the 60-minute. My God, 90 and the 60-minute were just a gift from heaven today, right before the Fed announcement. I mean, there were trades across the board. Okay, 45. Nothing but They are bouncing off the trend stop, which is a beautiful thing. So that means that in the lower time frame, we will have confirmation. And yes, we do. We have confirmation. Now, only concern here is the following, that it bounces off of the trend stop. And they've been playing those little tricks there. Very, very sneaky. So, even though the pound is getting weaker, I would still say if they come back one more time and retest, it'll bounce. But let's go down to the smaller minutes. Right here. And 15 is holding right there. That's interesting. That means the pound CAD is also, see, they did hit this level. I wasn't wrong about that. Now the fact that they didn't break it says it's time to get out. Take what you can get because they're bouncing off of it. And yeah, they'll come back and hit. They come back religiously to hit these levels. So now is when you go into the smaller time frame. In this case, you can go to the 5-minute and see if they are actually bouncing off of it, and they are. Look at that. Indeed, indeed. So they did come back to it, bounced right off of it, and now, ooh, look at that. Wow. I would. If it doesn't break below, and I don't think it will, because this is usually where they just hold, and we are going to hold just the same. Let's take it down to a smaller minute. And there it is. This next candle is the one that really does it for us to go long. I knew they were going to come back and retest the level because they had to. But they weren't going to break it because it's a 480 minute. So even if you took the trade, I'd say wait. Let them come down a little further to get a better entry. Normally they'll do that. If it goes below 187.60, wait. Don't get in. Let them come back and retest the level. Yeah, see, they're still playing. For all we know, they can come down a little further from there to 187.54. So that's still, you know, an 8 pip difference. Sometimes it's better to just wait. But I knew they would try and attempt to do that. Now here, for instance, we could incorporate. Oh no, they start to make their move. Let's see. No, it's time to wait. We don't get into trades from desperation. Never a good thing. Let's add the volume on this. Oh my. They are come back, and there, that's where I wanted you. Right there. No buy, hold, sell trade recommendations. Now let's look at the volume. Indicators. Why did that not happen? Let's see. He came back too aggressive. Let's see if it holds. Come on, 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 come on. No, it's going to hold. It's going to hold right there. Okay. Now let's look at the volume. Even though we're in the smaller time frame, it doesn't matter. It still makes sense. Look at this. 52 million on the buy, 49 million on the sell. More buying volume as they come here. What have I said? Normally when that happens, the next candle goes up. And now we are at pretty much evenly matched, but still more bullish volume. So this candle, if this candle breaks above one more to the upside, then at that point, and if it breaks, this is the level that I'm looking for to break, 187.68. If it breaks above and settles above that, then it's going to scream to the upside. So now we're in play. Now we're in play. Now let's go back to the 10-minute on this. The London Open is very, very tricky. And usually they'll play that game, but they will play it close to those levels because they have to finish. So when they finish, that's when we come in. See? They have to finish. They have to come back and retest one more time. Now it's a buy. Now we can go look at the euro pound and feel good about that one too. I don't expect that trade to do much. 40, 50 pips is max, but still, 40, 50 pips is very good. Ah, here it is, look, euro pound. Right on the money, right where we wanted it. From this point, let's go to the smaller minute and see if they'll play. And if you know the levels, see, that's the thing, if you understand how the levels work, you can use them to your advantage. They'll work for you. And you'll be able to pinpoint much more precise entries than you ever thought, because they have to come back and finish the cycle. See right here, look, on the 3-minute they formed it here that they're going to go long. So at this point, I'm not interested in going short because I know exactly what they're going to do, which is go long. And you have volume divergence right here. See, they're starting to press to the upside. So I'm going to wait just a little more. Come down. There it is. That's where I wanted you. And now I'm going to take you. So I don't think that they're going to come down any further from this, but let's put it to the test. Let's remove the volume and work our way down. We'll watch this one like a hawk. No level there. We did have that one there. We had that one there, 720. I believe that was a 180 or a 120, so we already identified that. No. Was it a 120? No. Oh, it was. Okay, 120. So we've been here before. They did bounce off of this level, but you have power dots here. Let's go to the 90-minute. No. Let's go to the 60. No. The 45. No. The 30. Hold on, before we go there, let's go here. Right there. Okay, and this one's right here, which is where they're at. Damn, they went against me. This is the one where they have to bounce from. This one and this one. 72.15 and 72.21. So we'll mark these. And this one really isn't a resistance level. It's more of a, how can I say this? One of those levels that they use again to hit. So we'll put that for now. This one is, so we will mark this one. And this one's bearish, of course. Okay, let's go down. God, really? Shh. Miserable platform, behave yourself. Okay, 30 seconds, 30 minutes, right there. There it is. That's where they're bouncing, right off of the 30. 20 minute. They went below that, but they bounced. They're bouncing right off of this level. And that was a big candle to the downside. Let's see the volume on that. Now I'm really curious, because that's the one that they're going to bounce from. So I want to make sure that that is the case. Oh, really? Well, then they decided to move earlier. Thank you for pointing that out. Okay, now let's take a look at the volume, because this is really, look, this move was too aggressive and they didn't break below. So, because that is the case, I'll go to the 15, excuse me, and reconfirm. Okay, so let's look at volume here. I hate when they do that. It really bugs me. Okay, this one, look at the volume on that thing. Whoa. You're going to bounce, it's going to be now. Okay, 135 on the buy, 142 on the sell, difference of 6 million. They came down. This one right here is not going to close yet, still has a few more minutes. A lot of negative volume. The buyers aren't buying though. So this is where it becomes, do they hold or do they break? If on the next candle this one does not bounce to the upside, and we'd have to go into the smaller minutes, then it's time to get out. But if it does bounce off of this level, and sometimes they will do that, they'll come right to where the power dots are at, then at that point the recovery is pretty spectacular. But I should have waited for them to come all the way down. That was my fault. I got in too prematurely, and I thought they were going to use this level as a support, and they broke through it again. So let's see if you're going to hold. I mean, the sellers are pushing pretty aggressively, but the buyers are not coming in to hold it. Ooh. No, that's too much. My only concern is that they come down to 72 even, and they bounce right up again. And last time that happened to me. Let's see what the buyers are going to do. Because they're not holding, they're filling the orders, which is not a good thing at this point. Oh no, this one's done. I hate losing these trades, but let's see. See, the pound's coming down here, the euro's getting stronger. This doesn't add up. Something's... Usually this indicator is not that off, not that wrong. They're usually right. So if it recovers to 72.10, then I know that we're good, because then that means they're done. The fact that they haven't broken below 7,200 is the only thing holding me there. Let me see if there's a level there that's holding them. Oh, they're 71.90. Is there anything else that we're missing here? 71.78, 71.90. And there it is. 71.98. Okay, so 7,200 is valid. Let's see if I'm right. And if I'm wrong, then I'm out. So seeing stopped, huh? Your volume divergence, stunning volumes appear. So what are you guys trying to do? Here's the next question. Actually, now I do want to take a look at the volume. Oh, that was highly aggressive, and they didn't break below 7,200. And here comes the bounce right back up. Let's see if they play. $10 million. This one's starting above, so it should fly. Actually, I'll take another position on this one. We'll get in here, and we'll see if it runs, and it should from this point. Let's see if I'm right. If you break above 72.10, you're done. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go. Push, 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 push. You've got quite a bit to move, because here's the trend stop, and I think you're going to hit this level. Patience is a virtue, as they say. But in this case, it's getting a little old. We need it to break above 72.10. 72.09. So the next candle should come in right about now. let's look at the volume here. 41 million on the buy, 31 million on the sell. Okay, that's good. If this third one continues, then we're solid. Let's see if it plays. Come on, keep going. We're almost there. Let's take a look at the pound CAD in the meantime. Ooh, look at that. They did move up. Now they came down again. Still holding. See, if this one moves up, then I know the other one will do the same. Oh, that's why it's going down. I gotta look on this one to come down and then go long. They're inverted. Right. I don't normally tolerate more than that. You're right, but in this case, here's where my mistake was. No, it's not going to go any higher. This one's actually going to reverse to the downside because the pound's getting stronger. And you can see it right here. It'll go up just a little more, but it ain't going to break any further. It's coming straight to bounce off of this level, but it's not going to go long because see how they're trading here. The pound CAD should be getting, the CAD should be getting stronger on the other, and it's not. The pound is getting stronger, so something's up because they bounced off of those levels. This could flip at any moment. Now, in regards to the euro pound, which is this one, because the pound's going down, the euro's getting stronger here. But the question is, will it hold? That's what I'm trying to wrap my head around. Because they formed the pivot here, I saw that move. So from this point, if it doesn't break above, see, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for them to reverse. So I'll reverse the orders. From this point, it should go short. I was mistaken on that one on the upside. And that's because the pound is going to get stronger. See how the pound just suddenly got stronger on that? They bounced right off of the power dots and they came down. And the pound CAD is doing the same thing because the pound is getting stronger against the CAD. Because they bounced right off of that level. There it is. This one long, and it's going to stay long, and it's probably going to go, let's go to a 30-minute on this one, because this one's going to move pretty aggressively, and so is the euro pound, but to the downside. That's why I flipped it. I'll recover the 28 pips on that trade. See this one, from here, it's going to go here to 88.67 minimum. So calculate from here to here. Well, let's go all the way over here. 114 pips is what you're looking at, but realistically, it could go to 188.51 and stop. That would be the next level that it would stop at. And if that is the case, then we're talking from here to here, and that's still 92 pips. That's not bad. That I'll stand behind this. Your stop loss should be here, 187.57. Now on the other one, it's a different story because the pound's getting stronger, euro getting weaker. We're going off of what's happening with pound CAD right now on those. The exotics are very unique from that perspective, that once one goes, the others follow. See this one here, because they broke below this level and this level, anticipate this one coming down to 71.74. And if I'm right, then this one will be worth 36 pips. Huh. Should do more. But they went up, came down, went up, came down, came up again, came down, and they're going to continue down, and this is where they're going to land. Let's go on a higher time frame and see if we can figure out if it goes any further. Let's see, I'm already positive on that one even further. Let's go, come on, transition. You can't sell the pound CAD. Pound CAD's going to go long. The euro pound is the one that's going to sell. This one goes down here to 71.64 first, and because they broke through these levels, I was looking at it invertedly, and that was my mistake. So this one is 45 pips first, and if it continues, then it goes down to this level, which is 100. So 45 pips is your next level from my entry, 72.09. That's what it is anticipated to do, and you can see how it's gaining strength further and further. And then the next one is going to be different, of course, because the next one see, look at that. They're already in play. It's already down 10 pips. $72.09, 8 pips, and falling. Pound CAD crashed? No way. Seriously? Come on, transition. No, it did not. Volatile. You sure you're not saying pound yen? Because I don't see this one going down. And I see power dots forming here on the 15-minute supporting this level. So if I see power dots here, I'm not seeing this crash. And I was waiting for a confirmation here. See right here? We have power dots right here. Let's move that. No. I don't see the pound CAD crashing. I see it going long because there's power dots right there on the 15-minute. Right there. The fact that they're forming is supporting this level right here. Ah, okay. Yes, pound CAD. So which was the one that you were talking about? Sort of threw me off. Was it the pound CAD? You were looking to sell the pound CAD. No. Originally, we sold the pound CAD and we came down to pick up a few pips because it had to come down to this level. They've hit this level, but now we have confirmation that it's going long. So we're going to stick to our guns here going long, except that we are going to say stop loss is 187.57. That's what I was trying to get across. Now on the euro pound, that was my fault going long the first time because it was inverted. I was looking at it the wrong way. And I see the euro pound going short, and they did exactly what I thought they were going to do, but I read it wrong, and that was my fault. Because I read it going long, thinking they were going to bounce, but it was inverted because the pound was getting stronger. So from this point, because they broke this level and this level, they have to go to the next level. Let's find that next level. Let's go to the higher time frames because we're missing something. If it goes down to the first 45 pip level, hallelujah, then I recover the 28 that I was down and make a little bit more, but okay, this is the 171.37. Let's see if there's anything else here. No. This would be it. 71.41 from 72.06. That's a pretty steep drop if it does play. But I'm thinking 71.65 first before anything. 30 pips down. Oh, you're down. No. What? You're confusing me. Pound CAD. Oh, wow. You got the pound CAD for 20 pips down. Okay. It did come down. We all agree on that. But now it's going up. That's what I'm trying to say. If we look at the numbers, if we look at the levels, in this case, they're at a level where they're going to bounce from. 17 by 10 trailing. So were you long or were you short? I'm still not getting that. Tony was short, down for 20 pips. Just got pound CAD down for 20 pips. See, look, this is long. I'm trying to understand where you guys are saying that this is short. And we have a 10-minute time frame confirmation on this. So I'm long on this one. I'm not changing my my direction. Entered at 87.79. You went long. Okay, and you and Adisak went, looks like market down. You went short? Yes, you shorted. No, I didn't go. We shorted originally, but I got out. I told you it was going to come hit this level and then bounce, which is what it's doing right now. From 87.79 for 20 pips, it came down to this level, 87.50 is what you're telling me. Okay. At 80, you shorted at 80. You shorted way up here, and then it came down, you're telling me. Okay, why did you short at 80? I'm trying to figure this out. Because this level, no. That's not it. From 87.79 for 20 pips, okay. It was too fast. Ah, I see. It came down swift and bounced, is what you're telling me. Okay. That makes sense. I'm still bullish on this one, guys. Because they're holding right above 81.61, right above 87.57. I have 3 levels of confirmation to go bullish. It is a higher time frame level that they're trading around right now. He's still looking the short side. And you know, I would agree with you here, except that I see the pound gaining strength, and that wasn't going to hold too long. It did come down, but I had a feeling that it was going to go long because of this level, and it was a matter of time before it started to turn. And being that the case, that's why. I don't think that the CAD will take control at this moment. Same with the euro pound. The euro pound, if we go there, is going to do the same thing. God, I really hate these guys. They are just messing with my game. It spiked up, but it didn't hold, and now it's coming back down. And it held right here. Why? Is my next question. What level is here? There is none. The next one is here. Now it went positive. Next one is here. Boy, they're just playing a really nasty game right here with this one, aren't they? Or the spread is just going through the roof on this thing, and they're widening it left and right. Okay, was buy. Okay. Yes. I said short. I remember that. You said buy, and I said not yet. Short, and it did go short. It hit that level right on the money. But right now, I'm seeing the pound that's going to get stronger against the euro and the CAD. And I'm seeing that here. So I'm waiting right now for them to flip this. Done for the day. Because they closed below this level and this one, I'm not long, I'm short on this one. Because they came up, when they came up, remember I got in here and they flipped me for 35 and I got out with a negative 28 and I shorted it from here. So at this point, I'm still thinking the pound gets stronger than the euro. But we'll see. Jeez. They're just not playing nice today, are they? Let's see if it holds. That's what I'm trying to figure out, if it's going to hold or not. It's against me 6 pips right now. It's candle. We'll leave this one be. On the pound Swiss, I was looking at that one too. We'll leave this one. This one, I'm not that keen on it, but I want to look at the pound CAD real quickly before I look at the pound Swiss. This one's barely holding on by a hair. Why? Again, more power dots. They're still holding. No, I'm still bullish on this one. I think the shorts are done. But let's take a look at the volume because these guys can be really tricky here. Oh, they threw the kitchen sink at this one. Look at that. 226 on the buy, 241 on the sell. $230 on the buy, 233 almost even. And this one they went really aggressive. This one they held. Whereas this one right now, pretty much evenly matched. The sellers want to sell closer to the level the buyers are coming in to buy. But if the sellers are offering it up here and the buyers are buying it, then this should go long based on that. The sellers are becoming more aggressive as they get to this level right here. So we'll see will they fill the orders or not, or will they continue? And the only reason why I'm holding this one is because this is a 4-hour level, and they haven't wanted to break it. Yeah, no, Your stop is tight on this one because it's right below this level. 10 pips max is your stop loss. I'm thinking long on this one because they're trading right at this level. And if they don't break below it, and it doesn't seem that they will, they're going to go long even further. But see how they're evenly matched in the orders right now? 56, 54. You know, and they're still 57, 57. They're still not breaking below that level. That's what's holding me on this trade right now. Is that they're trading right at that level and not breaking. But if they break below it, then I'm looking here to get out at that point. Jeez, conniving. They went right straight to the level. Let's see what this does. If it bounces right back above it, then I know we're solid. And they're done. And it looks like they're done. Yes, that's what I was looking for. We'll take another one on that one. Excuse me. Yeah, see, they're holding right there. The volume's pretty much evenly matched, but they're trading above that level, above 187.57, which is a 4-hour or 8-hour level. And it's the second time they come and hit it, and they still don't break below it aggressively, at least. I'm not into the scalping part, my amigo. I hate those scalps. Usually we're the ones that get scalped. And we still have a half hour before the Swiss come out with their news, which is good. It means we'll be able to find something relevant. So the fact that this one's reacting accordingly to the levels is good. Let's see if it goes up another 2 pips. Come on. If you close within the next 2 minutes above this level, then we're good. It has to stay above 81.61, that's for sure. Okay. We'll take a look at that right now. London open, 2 minutes. So that's what they haven't changed their clock yet, huh? Let's see. Okay. Let's take a look at the euro pound quick because this one's already in play. So I'm not concerned about this one. This one's long. We're good on this one. The euro pound should be heading in our direction as well, which is short. And then we'll look at the pound Swiss. So they hit this level, and they came right below it again. Okay, it's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Let's see if it holds. It should hold below this level. And if it does, which is what I'm looking for, then at that point it should come down even further. 1 more minute for the London Open, and then we'll know. See, they're still trading below the trend dots. And here it comes. So give us the surprise that we're looking for. That's the one that we're looking for. Now, let me look at the volume quickly here. What did they do here? Okay, there was a ton of volume here, and this doesn't make sense. There was no volume. 4.5 on the buy, 1.5 on the sell. Huh. And they pulled back right below this level. So this one should come down. Wow, that's amazing. All right, we'll let this one be for now. Let's take a look at the pound Swissy. You shorted it from 147.26. Okay. 147.26. Right here. So they broke below this level. Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look at this. I'm curious on the higher time frames. And work our way down. Whoa, 1 second before we do that. Let's eliminate the volume so we can move fast. 1440. Late on that one, I won't take it. Okay, nothing there. 720. Ooh, I see. You did it because it went below that. Let's mark it. See, this is not a support level. This is one of those weird levels that they'll use as a resistance level later, not now, because they broke through it. So I usually draw a pink line there and leave it be. 480. Nothing. Wow. There's a pivot here, though. Don't like that. You went short, and there's a pivot right here. That's not good. That means that as we scroll down further, see, they bounced right off of this level, which is a 4-hour level. I hate those levels. You should get out of your short position now. When they bounce off of these levels, it's very dangerous because shilling, no, we're going to leave that right there. It came too aggressive to bounce off of it, and then it went long. Of course, right now they're playing this game here, so they're playing it because of this, but if it trades above this level, it's within the range. But if it breaks above this level, you're pretty much in trouble. Yes, will do. Yeah, see? It just broke above this level, and that makes it dangerous. Because this level was a resistance level. That's why I was a little concerned when you said that. See, look at that. I'd be long on this one. I would, because it broke above this level right now. Next level is here, 150, but it's too far. I'd like to say 149.31, but that's even too aggressive. You know, we'll see how it plays out as we get into the smaller minutes. 180. I say pound strong. Yeah, see, this is the level right here on the 180. I was looking for this for a level around here. This is okay, and it bounced off of this level again. So I went off of this one, bounced off of this one, and let's mark it. Now let's work our way up. See, that thing went against you too aggressive right now. If you shorted it. Here's a pivot, but there's no pivot continuing here, and we should have one. That means that they could hit this level next. Yeah, that will be the one that they come to next. So we'll mark it from here to here. And they broke right above this level, which I didn't like anyway. But the fact that they're trading above it makes it a little strange in that regard. Second pivot right here. Okay, we'll mark these. I'm afraid that they're going to come to this level and then go short, but they're not going to do it yet. Now, here's the kicker. We have news from the Swiss National Bank coming up. And that's what I was afraid of. That's why I wasn't that keen on the Swiss trades yet because of that. So let's work our way down and see if there's anything else that we are missing. Because that level, to me, is a little dangerous. Okay, 45. Okay, this one went here, they broke through. And let's continue. It's holding right there. Those power dots just don't miss sometimes. Let's see. Right there. Right there. 146.92, and then this level right here is where they're at, 147.01, where they bounced from. So let's push that back a little, and then let's take a look at it. 147, 148.02. Hold on, let's see, where's this trading? 147.17. Damn, they dropped. Is it? Close to profit. You should be in profit. But there's a pivot right here, and there were power dots right there at 147, 146.96. Let's continue to see this here. Yeah, see, this is a level right here, and here's another one right here, which is 147.01. I would be concerned about this one. At 147 even, yeah. It looks like it may hit it and bounce right off of it. My only concern about this one right now is the way they're currently trading it, but let's draw the line. Because in this case we need to. 147.02. Okay, support. And we'll do that, and we'll do a dash. Okay. My only concern about this trade is the news, because it's coming up very aggressively, very quickly, and it's only 20 minutes away. Nothing there. 10 minutes. I don't know. I don't think it's going to come down. Ooh, look at that. They flipped it. Boy, they're really treacherous. Ouch. That hurt just looking at it. I don't know. I don't think it's going to come down any further, right, Isaac. I think they're going to hold it. I think they would have come down by now further. If they close above this level, then they're going to come up. But with the Swiss National Bank coming out soon with their numbers, I'm a little fearful on this trade. I'd stay out of it right now myself. See, that's what I'm saying. They're not playing fair. Now we do have this level on the 90 minute saying short. And that tells me that they could come up right before the news and then go short again. But I'm just seeing, it's just a little weird for me at this point to see that. The Euro CAD, the Pound CAD, the Pound Euro, the Euro Pound are really weird right now as well. I mean, the Swiss is getting stronger, but I don't see it happening right now. And because it's at a level right here, that it's a level of strength, they could flip at any moment, and then they're done. So I don't know. I'm staying out of this one. Even if it's going long right now, to me it's just, it could flip at any moment and go short again. Stopped out. Yeah, it's a tricky little devil, you know. I mean, if this candle closes above this one right now in the next 3 minutes, then this is long. I mean, it did come down, don't get me wrong, but right now I'm just not that keen, not with news coming out. I would wait. I'd be reserved. Look at that. I mean, they came down to 147.15 on you, or 147.12, and then they flipped. Yeah, I feel the same way right now. It's just, and see, the pound getting stronger on this one tells me that my pound CAD trade is in play as well to the upside. See, I'm not mistaken about this one. This one's a good trade. It'll hold. The only one that's concerning me right now is that Euro Pound. But no, see, look, they flipped it. Now I'm positive on that one as well. You know, I'm thinking pound strength on this across the board. And if I'm right, then that pound Swiss trade, like you mentioned, is long. This next minute will be a defining factor for me. I would actually go long, and I would put a stop right here at 147.35. I don't think it'll come down from there any further. I think the Swiss are going to come out with a ridiculous statement that won't make sense, and they're going to get their heads kicked in when it comes against the pound. But I would, at this point, yeah, I would. This thing's going long. It ain't coming back. I mean, that is one outrageous candle right there. They flipped and beat everyone to a pulp on that one. And look, it just keeps on giving. And you know what? It can go up to 148 from this point. I want to wait on this one, see what this one does. No, this one's going long. I'm in. I'm in on this one. It's not going to go too far, but I think at least a good 30 pips will hit on this trade. It'll go to where to the trend stop or the pivot 147.88 from where our entry is, which is 30 pips. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah, the one thing that we can't defy is the precision of these levels that the power dots identify are just too, wow, scary sometimes. There's really no other word to define. Look at that. No reason for you to hold. You have a move to the upside, kick. Already give it up. Keep on going. Yeah, I mean, this is where I say it stops. If it gets to 47.88, I'm done with this one. I don't think it'll go any further. And I'd be very cautious right now within the next 12 minutes once the numbers come out from Switzerland. And I don't think they're going to look that great. But I don't want to be on the wrong side of the trade either. So the fact that this one's moving tells me that the others are just kicking as well. No, look at that, they flipped it. Wow, interesting. After being up, they flipped it. Again, it's that 4-hour level though. What are they planning on doing? Wow. Your USD. You know what? I don't want to touch that one right now. After what happened today, I'm staying away from the majors. I think it's all in the exotics right now. Why would you flip? Something's up with this. And if you're going to break the level, break the level. If you're not, then get out of town. Come on, make up your mind. Shh. Inconsistent. Okay, one more minute. Just refuses to break below that price level. They're just having a really hard time doing that. But if they do, then it's over. God, look at them bounce from that thing. Wow, that was a doozy. This 4-hour level is just holding four touches. That's right. That's it. They're done. They've pretty much given up on that route. Let's take a look at the euro pound real quickly. See, this one played out. Look how this one played. And we mentioned and we said this one would come here to this level and possibly here. 71.70 is the next one. So I recovered the 28 that they flipped me. And now let's see if they break this level. But when in doubt, sometimes it's better to take off what you have off the table and move on to the other trades. This one's having a really hard time breaking this. I think it will go through this level, but let's see. See, this doesn't make sense here at all on the 15-minute. Come on, keep going. Yeah, I'm glad I reversed it. It should go right through this thing and come down to the next level. That's what I'm anticipating. There it is. Here it comes. Yeah, see, it's going to come down right here. 71.70 is where I'm looking, another 17 pips to the downside. Let's look at that pound Swiss. And we'll come back to this one very shortly. Yeah, see, look at that one. That one's still kicking to the upside. You really have to, those levels, the power dots are there for a reason. When they identify the levels, it's very peculiar how the trade plays out, but the bank's algorithms do play them very, very closely. See, look at this one. They flipped it, and now they're long again. And now they're really going to move long. Again, I don't anticipate much maybe here, because look, we have this level here, 188.05. It's at 187.73. So it could break above 187.97. And then this is as far as I think it would go. Now, if it breaks this level, then it has to scream and come right back up to 188.68. And that means it's a 100 pip move from our entry. That makes it very, very aggressive. Back in the green. It is a video game, isn't it? But sometimes we just have to just watch the damn thing because it can flip us at any moment. Euro pound. Oh, look, it did come down. But hasn't hit this level yet. It's hit this one, 71.74. Let's see if it comes down a little further. 71.80. Come on, keep going, keep going. Actually, no, it's not going to give. It might not. Come on, make up your mind already. This candle still has room. It's got another 6 minutes to go. But it came down here pretty drastically. And then it flipped. Let's see if it comes down one more time. It's actually bouncing off of this level right now. Nope. Sometimes better take off what you can get And in this case, it's better to get out. Not a bad trade. At least we recovered what we had lost originally on the trade. Now it's just a matter of and made something with it. See, look at this. That 90-minute is the one that scared me. Aussie Swiss. Are you short or long on that thing? Because I'm about to flip this thing right now where there's only a few minutes left. But it's bouncing off of that level. Interesting. Aussie Swiss. Let's see. You're long on this one, aren't you? Let's go to the higher time frames and do it quick because we don't have that much time. 720, nothing. 480, 480 right there. That level right there can really hurt someone. Okay, 240 right here. Huh. Interesting. They're long on this. Right before the news. And let's go to the 180. 4 minutes left. They broke through it. It's inconsistent. This one's solid. This one's solid. Let's see if there's anything that we're missing. No, nothing there. 120. Yeah, okay, so it did come down, but now it's bounced and it's holding here. Let's mark it. Let's go to the 90. See, the 90-minute is the one that just scares me a little. But it's already come down. So, being that said and done, let's go to the 60. Nothing there. 45. Right there. But it's holding right off that level, right before the news. Look at how treacherous they are. And looking for the 30. See the 30 just formed right here. I'm long on this one. No buy, hold, trade, sell recommendations. But this one looks good long. For me, it's holding right off the level, and the 30-minute is confirming and defending that level as well. Let's take a look at the 20-minute. Nothing. The 15. No. Nothing really on the 15. I would have a stop loss right here at 76.24. There's 1 minute right before the news. Right now, you know, I guess we'll watch this one and see what the news will be for trade balance. But oh boy, look at that one. They're already starting to make their move. One minute left. Let's see if we're right. Come on, 4 more pips and I'll be one. Sheesh. Break above 76.41 and you put a smile on my face. Okay, here it is. The news should be out. Trade balance and all. Not good. What are they doing? God, they went right down to that level, bounced off of it. Look at that. They hit the 30-minute right at the dot and bounced right from it. And the news is out. So let's see real quickly, because this thing, the fact that it's trading at that point right now. Let's see. Swiss. What are your numbers? What did you do, Jordan? What did you do? He held. Okay, not bad. Trade balance was not good. Very bad. It's holding. And if that's the case, then the pound Swiss is doing the same, I would expect. Let's see. Yeah, it's holding right there. So long as it maintains itself above that level, I'm still bullish. Otherwise, I'm out. Let's see that pound CAD, that treacherous trade. Look at that. It's coming right back up. They came right to the power dots right here, and they're bouncing right above it. What are you planning on doing? Not a problem. Have a great one. Aussie Swiss. Ouch. That hurt. Oh man, because they flipped, they're going to come here. I knew the news. It's just treacherous. No, I'm not going to let that one hit me any further. Nor am I going to let this one hit me any further. That 90-minute level. God, I hate it when they do that. I wasn't keen on that one. And I'm afraid that it's going to go down even worse. But they're bouncing right off the level, but it'll break through it. See? Those levels, when they come up, they're very treacherous. But I wasn't too sure on it. See, look. On the pound Aussie, it came out really nicely. On this one, even here, I just wasn't that keen on that one. And this one will probably come down to 75.83 from where it's currently at. That was a big drop. Yeah, no. Sometimes you just got to walk away. This one is still, I'm not saying eluding me, but I'm actually waiting for this one to trade above that level. If it doesn't, then I'm out. What are you going to do? It's going to come down. Oh, this one's going to flip. Normally I would tell you that this one's going to continue to go long, but it's not. This one's going to flip and go short. That's Swiss trade. I told you the news is treacherous on that thing. I wasn't that keen on that one. But this one's not going to hold any further. I just don't see it holding. Unless it closes above 187.57. Then at that point, but from where I'm currently seeing it, I just don't. It's just not giving me a good vibe. I'm thinking that they're going to use this to flip and come down, but they're holding right off of this level, 187.50. Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to go off the employment numbers. Yeah, I'm not that, let's see this. What employment numbers are we looking at for today? Unemployment claims. Sounds good. Have a good one. This one is going to flip to the downside. I would tell you it's not going to hold and go long. It would have done it, but right now the way it's trading is just tells me that they're going to flip it and come down. But let's take a look. Let's add the volume and see if I'm correct in that. Oh no, yes you are. Come on, come on, come on, come on, wherever you are. Yeah, see, look at this. This is where it's going to get really weird. This one didn't have a lot of volume. Had more buying volume than selling volume. Go bloody figure. So this one should flip and go long. Now this one, look at all the volume they put in that one. And it went short right after. This one, 624, 602. So it had bullish volume. It's a negative candle with bullish volume. And right now, it's just holding. These last 3-4 candles were just very, very strange the way they traded at this level. I mean, they've been fighting to hold this price very aggressively. But on this last one, they threw the kitchen sink on the sell side, and they didn't break below it. So normally I would tell you that this is the one that flips and goes long, but I'm not seeing them drive price action that aggressively. They haven't changed for time yet, have they? Yeah, see, at this point, if it breaks even a little further to the upside, I'll flip it. because I don't think it's going to go any further than that. But let's go to the smaller minutes. When in doubt, let's see the play. See, I don't like how this is trading. It should have been more aggressive, and it's not. The volume's just being too weird here. Yeah, it's going to flip. It came up right to it, but it's going to come down. It's not going to go up any further, I don't think. It's holding right there. And it's been coming down short. But it's just not driving any further, and it should. There. This one is the one that will define this next candle, either long or short. Oh, March 29th is when it changes. Oh, wow, great, excellent, thank you. Yeah, see, it flipped. It hit this level again. It refuses to break it. 187.68. That's the one that we have to look for. And it's not doing that. If it doesn't break it within these next 3 minutes, then it's going to flip. And they're just going to use it to bounce from. See? Okay, there it is. Ah, perfect. Now we're in play. If it holds above it, then we're good. That 4-hour level has been traded so aggressively by them that it's ridiculous. Yeah, this level, 187.57 was the one they were going to hold. And man, and they came down to 187.50, which is where the power dots formed here. But now we really need it to drive. And if it doesn't, it's got to break above 187.76 for it to really go to the next level. If it goes to the next level, we're looking at a good 50, potentially 100 pip move on this thing. So let's see. This could be the trade that redeems us for the nonsense that the pound Swissy and Aussie Swiss cost. And you know what? Seeing this tells me that that pound Swiss is going long. So let's see. Oh, they came down. They came down. I'm glad I got out. Look at that. Wow. They came down right to the level. But I wouldn't take this trade at this point. Damn, I should have looked at the 3 minute. Yeah, it's going short. I'll stick with where we're at right now with the pound cat. Oh, there it is. Here it comes. $187.76. As soon as it breaks above that, that's it. They're done. There is no looking back. And there we go. Come on, keep going. There's nothing to hold you at this point. Now, normally, ouch. If you were in this trade, the minute the sentiment goes bullish, and I mean bright turquoise or cayenne, then at that point, move your stop loss to take profit target of at least 5 pips and let it ride. Because that's how I use it. Once it transitions, then at that point, I'll move my stop loss to a break-even point or a little bit more profitable. So the fact that it's breaking it right now, as soon as it breaks it completely, that's it. Come on. Give it some more. Go to the next level. There it is. Alright, so now I just have to recover another 20 pips on those bad trades, and then I'm at break even. I'll actually come out profitable because of the euro pound. Right now I'm at break even with the euro pound trade. So anything above this is gravy. So let's go. Let's get some gravy. Come on. Why hasn't that thing flipped? It went right through the ATR. It's up about almost 40 pips right now. Come on, let's go. Keep going. 188.05 is what we were looking at. And there it goes. Let's look at the 10-minute on this thing. Give it a second. Yeah, see the cat broke. That Swiss did not break at all. Still think this one will go to 188.05. Ouch. Power dot. Let's see if it breaks through it. Oh yeah. Come on. Keep giving. Excuse me. Almost there. Now it's at 45 pips. But it's holding. Nope, that's it. Goes up one more time. Because it's holding at this level. If it doesn't break above 187.97, it won't. And that's what I'm trying to wait and see if it makes an attempt to break. Then 188.05 is the next one. Let's see if you're going to make that move. Do it now. You're 3 pips away. Come on. Oh, there it is. There it is. Come on, come on, come on. Keep pushing. Come on, come on, come on. Keep going, keep going. Make it the gift that keeps on giving tonight. Come on. Yeah, that 187.97 is a real doozy. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, if it breaks above that, it's really going to run. God, will this thing give us 100 pips today? No, it's holding. On the 88.05 was the level that we looked at in the higher minutes. $188.07 right here. It broke above it. Go figure. We'll see if it goes any further, but I doubt it. There's a pivot and the power dots are right here. Even though they broke through it, it serves as a resistance level. Oh no, it's holding. I would like to say that it would continue to come up to 188.67. That's what I'd like to say. But I don't really know right now at this point. And sometimes it's better to take off the table what you have. So let's see if it comes back up one more time. We know that 188.07 is the resistance level that it's holding at. Yeah, see, it hit that level and it bounced right off of it, but this could be a small retracement, and then you could see another move up. If it holds above 187.97, that's the main question here. If it doesn't hold, then it will not. And doesn't look like it's going to do any further. Nope, it's pretty much done at this point. Let's see. That 187.97 is a real doozy, isn't it? No movement, look at that. They're playing with our emotions. Oh, okay. Let's continue. 188 even. Come on. No. Let's see if it attempts to break it. 8803, 8804, 8805. Okay, let's go one more time. Let's see. 8806, 8807. If it breaks above 8807, then it's clear for another 40 pips. But if not, Here's the thing, though. It would have done it by now. So I'm thinking that they may have one more push. There it is. Let's see if you're going to give. Oh, you treacherous, treacherous individuals. Come on. Keep going. No, it's going to hold. Look at that. They just won't budge. Look at how it dragged it right back. We'll see if this candle does it. Come on. Keep going. No, I think it's done. It's time to get out. Wasn't a bad trade. Have to admit. It helped recover the loss on the Aussie and pound Swiss. So it puts us still positive for the night. Yeah, that's a close. I wouldn't go, at this point, it's done what it's done. Can't do any further. Let's see if the pound Swissy reacted as well, but I don't think so. That 90-minute level power dots are the ones that hit me. Well, they did recover. Look at that stretch, but see, I was up here and I closed here. I would have been I'd still be down. No, sometimes it's better to just walk away, take the hit, and move on. It was a good night. I can't complain. Could have been a little better. I should have stayed away from those Swiss pairs. They did go in our direction originally, but then they bounced right back against us. And sometimes when you have news coming out, good lesson to learn, and I won't repeat the same mistake again, is you don't want to be in the way of the news, because it can be treacherous. They can set you up and then just pull it right back down, or vice versa, of course. So no, this one's still good for the books. We were able to recover on the euro pound and come out positively. We were able to recover on the Aussie Swiss and pound Swiss, the loss that we took. So it was a positive night. Can't complain. Could have been better, but it is what it is. So gentlemen, ladies, have a great evening. Good morning, good afternoon, and we will see you Friday morning. Have a great one. Thank you.